afternoon, everyone, and welcome to what I believe is the final winter show of Topic Time for 2025. It's incredible. Tomorrow's the first day of spring, and I'm loving it. We have an awesome show today. We're going to Rhode Island, the biggest little state in the union. I have a musician, and he's also a producer. But, of course, before we get to him, I've got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have Brian's Auto and Tire Service in Middleborough. Great to have them back. We have a new one, The Studio by Stephen Peatr in Pembroke. We have Anthony Cycles in Middleborough. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have the Cornerstone Barbershop in Pembroke. We have good old Dave's Automotive up the road on Route 58 in Hanson. We have Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We have D&S Auto Works and Collision Specialists at Abington on Route 58 also. We have Evan Young Realtor. He's my brother, the Realtor, Evan Young, and we have Tom Otto in Middleborough. I want to thank you guys very much. And now, Mr. Chris Gauthier, how you doing? You're in your car and you're doing your show and outside, I guess, right?
Yeah, listen. So I'm a busy guy. I'm always doing a lot of things. Right now, I'm actually on a boat. Double booked me today for this interview, and I'm actually heading to go get a tattoo as we speak.
Oh, yeah,
so maybe you guys will get to see some of that while we do this interview. But so like he said, I'm Christopher Gauthier. Everybody calls me Peter Parkr. That's what I go by as an artist. It's PEATRPARKR. I'm the owner of Looney Tunes Studio in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, where, as he said, I'm a producer. I'm also an engineer. So if anybody's ever interested in the city, hit me up and we can get you into the studio and record some hits.
Sweet. Are you actually driving right now?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's incredible. I've never had a guest in motion before. That's fantastic. It looks like I-95 and you're on it, right?
I'm actually over on Wickeden Street in Providence.
Okay, yeah. I mean, when I think of Rhode Island, I think I-95 going forward. But obviously, you're right.
We're in the city right now. As you can see, it's a pedestrian bridge over here in Wickeden.
Okay, well, we don't need to do a tour of Providence. We had to focus on you, but that's fine. You're having a fun afternoon. That's all that matters. What kind of tattoo?
Gotta get it when you can. This weather's gorgeous right now.
Yeah, like I said, over here, the sky was like it looked really gray, and the wind was kind of like blustering when I was driving in here. I'm thinking, could there be a funnel cloud forming? But I guess it's okay. If the roof comes off, then we're worried, but not till then. I'm not hearing any noise outside right now.
Yeah, I see nothing but clear blue skies.
Yeah. What kind of a tattoo are you getting?
So I'm getting a tattoo of a vulture in an old school American traditional style.
Did you say Volkswagen?
No, a vulture, like the bird.
Oh, vulture. Okay, got it. Oh, cool. Okay, vulture's a good. Yeah, that's almost as good as an eagle, I guess, or even better, maybe, depending on who you're rooting for. All right. Well, let's talk about your history of now. You've been an engineer and a producer for how many years?
So I started learning how to record myself at about 16 years old. I wouldn't really consider myself an engineer at that point.
Okay.
I started really getting more serious as an engineer, taking clients probably around I want to say maybe 2018, 2019-ish is when I really started to get deep into engineering and producing music for other artists other than just myself, because I've been recording and producing my own music for just as long as I've been making it. Like I said, I started making music at 16, so about half my life now.
Half your life. All right. What was there an event at 16? Because a lot of my guests that do music started a lot younger than that. So did something happen at 16 when you realized that you were talented enough to do it? What was it?
So it started earlier than that. So I actually started playing music when I was 9. Okay. My dad bought me a piano keyboard, and I always wanted to learn how to play piano, but we couldn't afford lessons. So he's like, one year for Christmas, he's like, I'll get you one, but if I get it, you have to learn yourself. Can't afford lessons and everything. Right. And I was like, okay. So I was diligent, kept my head down, and I practiced every single day. About a week or two later, I was playing back songs that I was hearing on the radio. As I got older, I was like, okay, well, piano's pretty fun. I learned everything that I needed to know to at least be able to play. Okay. I can read music, I can write music. I know all the different chords and progressions. So I was like, okay, I need to move forward and learn something new. Then I taught myself guitar. I bought myself a cheap guitar that I found at like a yard sale and learned how to play it. And once I learned how to play that, I transitioned it over to a bass guitar, and I was playing bass and um, guitar at the same time. And from there, I was just like, let's try to write some music now. And then I started trying to write some songs. They weren't nothing like what I'm making today, but you got to start somewhere. And like I started writing these songs, and then I met a friend of mine that his name's Travis, and we used to hang out all the time. And Travis used to hear me make music, and he was like, "Yo, like I want to make music, thinking about rapping, like." Let's figure this shit out. So, I was like, all right, word. And like, I started like figuring out how to record him. We started recording music in my dad's basement. And like, ever since then, like, I just kind of been doing the thing. Like, I've been slowly upgrading all my equipment and getting better quality. And then it's like better techniques, better programs, better spaces. I moved a lot. There was one point, actually, it's funny that I'm in the car right now. Some of the people who've been rocking with me since the beginning, I used to have a GMC Envoy. It's a big car with 3 rows of seats. We always used to keep the middle row of seats down, and I actually had a whole recording studio in the back of my car. It was like crazy shit I ever seen, but we was mobile, and we literally could make music wherever we
I
wanted
got a
to.
question right off the bat. Now, Travis, now are you in a band with him? And how? I mean, or is he just a friend of yours that does music? Does he do music too?
So Travis doesn't make music anymore. Right now he's actually he's a streamer. He streams his games. He plays video games and stuff, and he streams all of that on Twitch. But he doesn't make music. He actually moved out to California back in like 2017, and
Okay.
he's kind of just been out there doing his thing.
Yeah, I know, but are you now? I mean, it sounds to me like you're quite well endowed for different, for different types of music. So, were you in a band at all? Are you in a band, or have you ever been?
So I'm not in a band right now. I do want to start a band. It's just the thing about starting a band that's pretty tough is that you're not only on your schedule, but you're on
Their schedule
other
too. I
people's
know.
schedules too, which makes it really hard and difficult to like plan time and like do all of the things that need to get done. So it's pretty difficult to like do that, but it is something that I've been interested in. Been talking about recently. When I was younger, I was in a band
Okay,
for.
tell me about that band. How old were you, and what was it like?
So
What did
we
you
were
do?
probably together for maybe like 4 or 5 months. We had like 2 or 3 songs that we put together, but we never ended up doing any gigs. We never ended up like doing much with it. We were just like a couple kids who all loved to make music and tried our hardest to form a band that just didn't work ultimately. And yeah, it was kind of a waste of time. I
Well, no,
learned a
no, it
lot.
wasn't a waste of time. All right.
Well,
Now,
I
was
mean,
this, hold up. Was this when you were in high school?
yeah, just about. It
Okay,
was like I might have been fresh out of high school, if not like probably like 18.
okay, all
And it
right.
was like I don't say a waste of time in the sense of like, like it was a waste of time, but like it was just like, like the time putting all this time together, getting everybody together to make these songs and then never doing nothing with them. Like that's what I mean when I say it's a waste of time.
I
You
see
know,
what
I,
you're
I
saying.
took
You didn't follow through. I understand. Okay. Uh,
So that's why I say so much is a waste of time. It's like I'm very big on like on time, and like time is the one thing in life that you really can't get back. Like everything you can get back in life except for time. And
true.
I feel like I could have focused that time on like getting my own stuff together instead of focusing on working with all these other people. And then from working with these other people, it didn't ultimately go anywhere. So that was a problem for me. Um, in that sense, that was what I mean by waste of time.
Okay, well, tell me about that studio. How long have you owned it? How did you open it? How did that come to be? The Mooney
So
Studio, Mooney Tunes, right?
Yep. So Looney Tunes started right out of high school when I was started taking my sessions, like I was telling you, and over time it evolved. I found new locations to station myself at, and back during the pandemic, I officially opened my opened my doors for like an actual space. It wasn't just like in my house, or I was taking clients like at their houses or in my father's basement when I lived there. Like I had an actual like place that we were doing all our work out of, and we started that in about 2020, and then by like 2023, I um I ended up moving spaces, and I bought an RV. And when
Okay,
I bought this RV, I was gonna move my station up into there. So we completely gutted the RV, after we got to the RV, we set up the studio inside the RV and did some construction and to rebuild the booth and all that stuff. Is actually pretty sick. The concept would have been great, but it's just like it was one of those RVs that you had to tow, and if you didn't have anywhere to tow it, like it was stuck. So it was kind of stationary for a while. So I ended up just selling it, and then we ended up where we are now, in Pawtucket, and it's been pretty killer over there.
Okay, well, guess what? We're about halfway through the show, and now we're gonna hear a song from Chris, and we're gonna listen to it, enjoy it, and we're gonna come back and talk about it.
All my life, I felt trapped inside, waiting for a hero. All alone, my madness grows. I let misery consume me. I've been running through this matrix. The devil want me feel I'm chasing. I spend my life getting wasted. All my cups with a four, I had to lace them. I walk alone through the abyss. Took my life away with just one kiss. Tell Cupid when he shoots his shot don't miss. Too much at stake so I can't risk. My thoughts got me breaking down. I'm lost in a maze I can't tell. My way out this hell tonight. My soul I won't sell, I'm fine. I'll be okay in my mind this time. I've been running from the one I love. Can't let her know she's too good for me. If she knows, she'll probably go and leave me feeling empty. I've been running through this matrix. The devil want me feel I'm chasing. I spend my life getting wasted. All my cups with a four, I had to lace them. I walk alone through the abyss. Took my life away with just one kiss. Tell Cupid when he shoots his shot don't miss. Too much at stake so I can't risk. My thoughts got me breaking down. I'm lost in a maze I can't tell. My way out this hell tonight. My soul I won't sell, I'm fine. I'll be okay in my mind this time. I'll never be the same again. 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 My thoughts got me breaking down. I'm lost in a maze I can't tell. My way out this hell tonight. My soul I won't sell, I'm fine. I'll be okay in my mind this time. I'll never be the same again. I'll never be the same again. My thoughts got me breaking down. I'm lost in a maze I can't tell. My way out this hell tonight. My soul I won't sell, I'm fine. I'll be okay in my mind this time. I'll be okay in my mind this time.
All right. Oh, great, Chris, that sounded awesome. Tell us what we just listened to. Talk about the song and what inspired you to write it.
So the song's called "Never Again." It's something different than what I normally make. It's an alternative like pop song.
Okay.
And I just was hanging out with a couple of friends in the studio one night, and just like we were just listening to some of the beats that we had, and like this one really like hit, brought me back to like early 2000s, like bands like All American Rejects and Paramore, stuff like that.
Yep.
Stuff that I really listened to heavy back then. And that's kind of what really inspired me. I just wanted to make music like that, you know. I never really wanted to be a rapper. I always wanted to be a rock star.
Cool.
So I kind of leaned into that with this song.
Okay, that's good. Now tell me about, do you have, you have a family? Do you have a wife and kids?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay,
actually have a wife and 3 daughters.
okay. Did any of them have anything to do with the music as well? Did you meet your wife through music? I'm just kind of wondering.
No, no, actually, we actually met through Tinder on some funny stuff.
Oh, good. Okay, that's fine. Just curious. Well, what I'm getting at is now, have you ever had, when you know, you said you had a band all those years ago, and do you ever keep in touch with those people that you were in a band with or not? And if
No, I haven't talked to them in years.
you haven't talked to them in years, okay. All right.
And
Well, when it comes to your performance, when you're doing solo, where have you performed? Have you
I
done?
performed all throughout Pawtucket, Rhode Island,
Okay,
some spots in Mass, like close by in Connecticut.
okay. Have you ever been on TV? Have you ever been on TV, radio, any other medium?
Yeah, I've been on the radio a few times, never on TV though.
Okay, this is your first TV appearance. I'm on it. All right. Well, tell me about the radio. What did you perform on? What station? And what was
So
that?
back in maybe what was it, 2019, I was on Rhode Island College's radio station.
Okay, Rhode Island College. That's URI, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They invited me over. They did an interview. I had a couple of my friends over there with freestyle. They played a couple of our songs and stuff. It was dope.
Okay. Now, speaking of college, did you go to college? Did you get it?
Nah. I actually dropped out of high school.
You dropped out of high school. Okay. Well, you can go
Yeah, but
back.
I went back and got my GED though.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're smart enough to have taught yourself how to play the piano and the guitar. Have you ever taught anyone else how to play music?
I've talked to a few people.
Okay, so you know
Mine's on tap too.
I was thinking it might.
I got
Say that again?
you're obviously smart. You have taught a few people.
Yeah, but nothing like crazy. Just like friends and family.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. All right. Well, where do you see yourself? Like, where you heading with this now? You got your studio. You've had this since 2019. The studio in Pawtucket, Looney Tunes, right?
Yep.
Okay, and business is good there, I guess. You have people coming in all the time looking to record.
That's been really busy actually.
What's that?
I've been really busy actually, to be
That's
honest.
fantastic. Okay. All right. Now, is it open? Do you have a big staff working there, or is it just you?
So right now it's just me. I think it's easier that way.
Oh, okay. Okay. But you're able to handle the load of people coming in, though.
Yeah, but never bite off more than I can chew.
Well, I understand. Okay, well, that's good. You're cutting out the middle people. How many square feet do you have at the studio? About
400? No, check it out.
I take it you're in the studio. You're speaking of the studio. You're in your other studio now. You're at the tattoo studio.
Yeah, I'm over here, Wildcard Tattoo, but to get inked up.
Oh,
Some
cool.
dope
Okay. Do you have any other tattoos, or is this going to be your first one?
Yeah, I got a lot of them.
You got a lot of them. Okay, you just like to add on. Okay. I'm just wondering. Have you ever done anything else like in entertainment? Have you ever done played sports? Have you ever done any acting? Anything like
straight here,
that?
right from him.
Yeah, let me come this way. Yeah, I played football back in high school.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's cool. All right. And what high school is that?
Woonsocket High School.
Woonsocket. Okay, so you grew up in the same town as Vinny Paz. I don't know if did you know him, Vinny Paz, the 5-time world champion boxer?
Yep,
Because I had him on the show too a few years ago.
that's crazy.
It is. Okay. All right. Well, so how many songs have you turned out since you opened the studio?
From my other clients, probably like, I want to say like 30, 40.
Wow. Okay. And you have so that's about how many regular clients you have at the studio now?
It differs. It comes and goes depending on like the month and stuff. Like a lot of regulars, and then I have a few that just like show up and then never hear from them again.
Okay. Well, that's because you take it. Once you take care of them, then they're done. But how do you promote the studio? Do you take out it? Do you do ads in the?
So I've usually like social media, word of mouth.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so have you ever done a TV commercial but for the studio? Probably not, right?
I've been thinking about it, but I feel like the problem with that is just like it's a hard market to market to. And I think like advertising something like that on television, it's a weird. way to get those people in.
Right, so that's what you want to do. I'm just thinking, you could actually go, a friend of mine has a golf shop.
I can fit it back there.
That'd be perfect.
Okay, you're getting set up for the tattoo now.
Yeah.
It's interesting, okay. Well, a friend of, I don't know, you could actually, you could do.
I probably have to do something like this if you want to
Right.
turn one so you can see it.
Yeah, that would work.
If you want my
Yeah.
opinion, you can hold it up to me and I'll tell you if I think it looks good.
If they cut a little branch off, but that's not an issue. But we can get the whole bird to fit.
Yeah, that's perfect. As long as the whole bird fits.
Okay. Cool.
Cause like, I'm trying to. I was thinking, because even if it came into like right here, it wouldn't matter too much because then I could just like, yeah, I know, that thing's sweet. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
mind my
we'll
dry
tuck
skin.
Tuck it in the back.
Yeah. I think that'd be perfect. It'd be nice, and then next session or something, we'll try to start finding filler to like kind of
Yeah.
sleep it off.
Like random weird little spots.
Yeah, and we'll just put like filler.
All right. Cool.
Word.
I was thinking maybe you could add a caption like the vulture saying Looney Tunes.
Imagine.
Could you, I don't know, just a thought. I mean, you're right there getting a tattoo. Wouldn't you want to promote your business on your arm or wherever you're getting it?
Maybe one day, but right now, I like
know you
the
can always add on. I guess with tattoos,
just art.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, do you have any other work hobbies or anything that you do for work that that's worth noting? If not, that's fine. But I just like to find out how multifaceted my guests are.
So another big thing that I do is I've been doing this video series. It's called Bomb the Booth at my
Okay.
recording studio. I've been having different artists from all over the state and
Okay.
just locally come through, and we've been shooting like a mic drop video at the studio. We just started season 2. Today, the first video for season 2 just dropped.
Sweet. All right. Now is this like musicians that are doing this, or will you tell me what?
Yeah, so it's just all different artists. They come through and they'll do like a live performance in my studio in my recording booth.
Oh, okay. So and you post it to YouTube, right?
Yep, I've been posting them to social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
So that's fantastic. So how many people? So when did you start this series? How long ago?
Maybe like midway through last year. We got about first season was I want to say 12 episodes.
Wow. And how often do you do this? This is a regular thing that you do at Mooney.
It's a pretty regular thing.
Sweet. Okay. I mean, that's fantastic. You give the artist an opportunity to perform on YouTube and expand on, basically send it out to the whole world. You can't really do better than that. That's as good as it gets.
Yeah, all the videos are 4K quality too, so it's nice content for the artists to have for their like social media as well.
So you do the filming. You use the camera. You get behind the camera, and then you do the editing. Is that right?
Yeah, I do all of it.
You taught yourself basically how to edit, how to play music.
Everything.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. The only thing left to do now is to write a book. You ever think of doing that?
So it's funny you say that. I was just telling one of my coworkers that the other day. Like, I want to write one, but I don't want to do the writing. I just kind of want to talk and have someone write everything down.
You want a ghostwriter?
Yeah, kind of. Like, I want to use my words, but I don't want to physically write it down. Like, I just want to sit in a room with people and just say all these things and have them write it.
Well, you don't even today. You can if you have a certain app on your computer, you can dictate whatever you want typed up, and the computer will type it for you. I'm pretty sure that's available now in the 2025. I'm pretty sure that's being done.
As an artist, I would try to stay away from all that AI stuff.
Yeah, that's not AI. I don't think that's not the same as AI. That's just dictating. That's just giving dictation. That's not the same as AI. It's just dictating words.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, anyway, Chris, guess what? We're down to the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you had fun talking to me.
Yeah, it was dope.
Okay, great. Dope it is. All right. So what I want you to do in the remaining 5 minutes is just give a few shouts out to people that are going to see the show. Excuse me. And then we'll wrap the show up with my snap and the way we can. Just condense it.
Yes.
All right, so first and foremost, I want to just shout out my parents for always supporting me. And, wouldn't be anywhere I am in my music if it wasn't for them. Like, they gave me a place to record when I didn't have one. They had bought a lot of my early equipment in the beginning. Second, my wife and kids, also my biggest supporters. Like, my wife, she holds it down so much that it's like, if it wasn't for her, like, I wouldn't be able to do what I do with the studio right now. I know these late nights stress her out probably when I don't come home till 4 in the morning. But you know, like it's gonna work out one day, and I'm glad that she doesn't like kill me over it. You know.
Well, she's helping you. She's helping you follow your dreams. Nothing wrong with that.
No, which is, you know, these days it's hard to find someone that can do that for you.
Well, tell me about it. I'm still looking to find someone, and I'm more than twice your age. Okay, all right. Now, if you had a good time with me, you know anyone that you think might be a good guest for my show, you have my digits. Have them contact me. We'll get them on the show either person or by Zoom. I prefer the in-person interview, but Zoom works perfectly as you see, as you can see right now. If you could do that, it would be great.
Yeah, I got a few people in mind. One of my clients goes by Woogie EBK. He's been putting in a lot of work, getting ready to roll out his first little tape. Got some videos dropping. I produced it, all of it for him. Been shooting the videos for him too and stuff. And we're getting ready to roll them out probably next week.
All right, that's fine. Just you don't even have to tell me who they are. Just give them my information, and then they'll contact me, and then they'll tell me who they are. And that would be fantastic. All right, now do you have anything coming up on the horizon? You know, in the next few weeks, months that you want to mention? That I just want to make sure we cover everything. If not, that's fine. But I always ask every guest this at the end of the show.
So the last thing I would say is just like I'm getting ready to drop an album this summer. It's called This Way Out. I want to close any extra details on it. Just know it's going to be a lot of dope music, a lot different from what I normally put out, and just to look out for that.
Okay, great. All right, I have one last favor. When we wrap the show up, you stick around. I mean, let my tech guy, he'll take a pic for Facebook, and I'll tag you in it, and you can tag me if you want.
Word.
All right, we're gonna wrap the show up, and
Can I see?
I know she has to tattoo you. All right, folks. Happy spring. Spring's coming in like a ram, and we're gonna enjoy it. So more great show's coming up. So, signing off and rolling out.